Do you know Trenton, Ontario? If not, you've come to the right place. For those that are thinking about moving to this area, thinking about visiting, there are a few things that all the locals know. Let's get to it. Hi, my name is Jeremy Tremblay. I'm a local realtor that works in the Belleville and surrounding areas. Thanks for watching this video. If you get anything out of this, I'd really appreciate if you could hit that little like button and also subscribe. Go check out my channel. I've got so many more videos that talk about this area. And if after this video you have more questions because you're thinking about relocating to the area, please reach out. All my information down below, my phone number, my email, send me a text, give me a call. I'd love to chat. So the first thing you're going to want to know is Trenton Quinte West. If you're driving along Highway 401 coming to this area, you're going to see signs for the Bay of Quinte. Then you'll drive and you'll see Quinte West, and you might get confused because you heard about Trenton. What happened there was in 1998, there was an amalgamation of smaller areas, and they created the city of Quinte West. So it represents the larger area, and then Trenton is a city within. Now you have areas like Frankford, just to the north of Trenton. Frankford and Trenton are both within Quinte West, but they are very different places. Frankfurt's a very small little town, whereas the majority of the commercial activity and the population is still in Trenton. And so when you talk to people locally, they'll refer to this area as Trenton. If you're going up towards Frankford, well, that's Frankford. Not many people actually just call this city Quinte West. So I reference Quinte West and then Trenton being that city within it and our relationship to Belleville. Now, if you talk to anybody that's lived here for any length of time or anyone that used to live in this area, especially those that lived in Belleville, and you ask them about Trenton, they might turn their nose up to it a little bit because in the past, Trenton was not known to be a very nice place. People kind of looked down on it. They said it's kind of a lower end. It's a little bit more run down. That was the impression that many people had of Trenton specifically. And it kind of had a little bit of a smell because of some of the factories that were here. But I will say that has changed. If you talk to those people, that's usually from decades past, whereas in the last 5 years, things have really turned around in this area. The smell, which I've talked about before on other videos, there is one factory in particular that used to be a large part of that smell, and they've closed, and so expect that to be lessened. And then the other aspect is that people are coming to this area much more because we're actually that little bit closer in Trenton to Toronto. And so if you look along Highway 401, you have Belleville, and then 10-15 minutes closer to the west, you have Trenton. And so as people want to be close to that GTA area, they look to Trenton as a potential place that they can settle. And because of that, we're seeing more development, nice communities that are popping up with new developments. They all have parks within them. They're all located very close to the center of town, but because of the way Trenton is broken up, it's also usually really quick and easy to get to Highway 401 from any of these newer areas. So overall, if you were to come to Trenton now, and I have many people that come and look at this area, they'll look in Belleville, they'll look in Trenton, and they're often surprised because they say Trenton is actually a really nice town. And I've had many that say, I'd like to locate myself to Trenton instead of the Belleville area because they want more of that small town feel, and it just has a really nice community vibe going on with it. And so that's something that has changed quite a bit, and that's why myself and my family have located ourselves in the Trenton area, and I think it's only getting better. The next thing that you'll recognize when you come to Trenton is that it's very much a part of the Bay of Quinte, that whole Belleville area and all along. And the reason you can see that is looking at a map. Trenton is built up right along the water, and it's amazing access. So for those that want to get involved with boating, kayaking, fishing, there's a reason why it's so popular here because it's such easy access. You can take your boat, you can get down there, you can throw it in the water at numerous boat launches for free and park and enjoy the day. But also on top of that, as you're going along the water, the city has really kind of made use of that scenic aspect of this city and where we're situated, and they've started building the parks and the trail system along the water. So you're able to walk along the water, cross over the bridge, and then continue to walk along the water. And other things that you'll see there is things like Centennial Park. That's the main park that's right down by the water. It has all the multiple soccer fields, different parks. It's a really fantastic area. Right next to that, they've got the hockey arena where one of the locals teams play, and they've got playgrounds, and they have splash pads. Also, every summer we have pop-up shops that have opened up in that area, and a lot of great food options and different vendors that come there. And so they really highlight that community feel on the water. That's a big part of what Trenton will show. And then from there, I mentioned going over the bridge. Well, you've got the marina. You can go, you can see all the boats that come there. It's a really picturesque area. They've done a great job. And one thing that Trenton, I think, has that not many people recognize is the library is fantastic. First of all, it's a great piece of architecture. It's all glassed along the front. And I will talk to people that live in different areas towards Belleville, towards the county, and many times, specifically for families, they want to come and take advantage of the Quinte West Trenton Library because it has great facilities. They just did a full upgrade within there, so they've refreshed the inside of it. A lot of different programs available. So that's one thing that people recognize as they live here. It's a great place to go and utilize. And then finally, along the water, another thing that we get to enjoy here in Trenton is fireworks. We have great firework displays every year, and specifically there is a distributor of fireworks in the area. And every year they get all the new products and such, and they put on a show to showcase all those products. Well, it happens to be right on the waterfront here in Trenton. So everybody knows that we can look forward to that once a year, and it's a fantastic show for the community. So while you can be down enjoying the waterfront and everything that it has to offer, I've also talked about the other things that are available within the area. If you check out some of my other videos, I talk about the different conservation areas, the different trail systems that are available very quickly within the area, but specifically the Trenton, a few areas that you would hear referenced and most people would know where they are. A few places that we like to enjoy during the summer months is some of the apple orchards, specifically Grills and Campbell's Apples orchards, and then also Brambleberry Farms where you can go and pick strawberries, blueberries. They're really great places all summer long to utilize. And then also, if you're looking to get some flowers, if you ask somebody where to get a nice flower arrangement, Dahlia May is a very well-known flower farm within the area, and they are beautiful arrangements, and it is a growing business because the product itself is fantastic. And then the final one that I'll mention that is one of my personal favorites to this area is if somebody asks you, well, where would I go to get some good pastries, some donuts and such? Well, Wanamaker's. That is a spot that is very well known. They make some fantastic donuts. If you're going to go in there, I would highly suggest you try the maple bacon donut. That is my personal favorite. Many people wonder when you say maple and bacon, but fantastic combination. Those are some of the few areas that people will know right away when you mention them in this area. But there are many more. If you have any more questions, you're coming to visit and you want to know some more of these areas, definitely reach out. I mentioned my name's Jeremy Tremblay. I'm a local realtor. So if you are looking to relocate to the area, you're maybe thinking of coming from the GTA or other parts of Canada and you're considering the Belleville, Trenton area, then let me know. I'd love to connect, tell you a little bit more about what this area has to offer. My information is down below. Like I said, my phone number, my email. Let's connect. And also check out the other videos. If you're starting to explore, hopefully those will be able to help fill in some of the gaps as to whether this is the right place for you. Until next time.